Hello, and welcome to the part 2 of our excellent Christmas special. I am Tom Elwes, joined today as ever by my co-host, Mr. Ali Woods. The sound of a party.
Legend. Hello, Tom. It's been ages. How are you?
Oh, I know. What
How was your last 15 minutes? But for everyone else, it's been a week, hasn't it? Who knows? By this point, we could be on to our next variant, the Omegatron.
Maybe some kind of Christmas variant, an actual Christmas Day variant. The
Yeah.
Rodolphicron.
Oh, don't try and name those reindeer. That was all the variants of COVID.
Blitzen. Yeah.
That'll be the question next year. Okay, can you name all the variants of COVID? There's 7.
Yeah.
There are 48.
Yeah. Now, a part of me, okay, this is slightly controversial, but I did think this the other day.
You don't think people...
You know how all the variants are like named as like the South African variant, there was the Brazilian variant or whatever, right? So the OG variant was from China, and then Trump was like, it's a Chinese virus, right? It's a Chinese variant. Like, he wasn't wrong. Like,
I thought so. So this was the issue with Trump, and some comedians are touching on this now. Is that you got to hand it to Trump? He was fucking entertaining.
Yeah.
But he didn't just call it the Chinese variant.
Oh yeah, did he call it the Kung Flu, which wasn't okay.
Yeah,
that's not okay.
But that is insanely funny.
Maybe it just been like
That's terrible. It's obviously racist. But it's also like, for a politician,
It's pretty good.
a leader of the free world to stand and be like, it's the Kung Flu.
Yeah.
For that to have happened, and for everyone to be taking pictures and writing it is insane.
You'd never get a British politician come up with anything that
That's
good.
that's like the funniest, therefore the most controversial kid in year 8 saying that, and everyone like, well, he's a child, obviously. He's like, he grew up on the In-Betweeners, but this is now the president saying it. But so you think it should be called the Chinese variant?
Well, the OG variant did stem from, whatever. Like, I mean, the Brazilian variant was called the Brazilian variant. South African,
but we call it that. But then
they probably don't.
They don't call it that. And it turns out the South African variant was found in other parts of the world anyway first. So
no, South African variant. What are you on about?
yeah, it's definitely not English.
Yeah.
The Kent variant.
Yeah.
When it started getting regional in the UK, that's how you knew we had so many COVID strains. Was when it started getting regional. Yeah. it's not the English variant. It's the Kent variant.
Well, other countries in the world didn't call the Kent variant the Kent variant. They called it the blighty bad teeth. The blighty.
It was the hello
variant.
Well, anyway, we hope there is no more variants, and we hope you are safe and enjoying the latest lockdown. Yeah. It's actually crazy. We're literally in a sort of time capsule of like so much. So we're recording this, and for just transparency, on the afternoon of the 16th of December. This will probably go out in about a week's time. So by the 23rd, anything could have happened. We could be in full lockdown. There could be social distancing rules. Nothing could have changed. We could have broken our daily record again, guys, if we try hard.
200,000 cases, that's my prediction by next week. 200,000.
I want it to be filling out Old Trafford every day.
Predictions. Can we have some predictions for case numbers this time next week?
So this time next week, I think we'll be in a form of lockdown, whether that's social distancing or whatever. There'll be more restrictions. So I think cases will have gone down, but I think in the 7 days we'll have gone to 85,000.
No, way more. We're at 70,000 now.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to get that much worse.
Oh, no.
I mean, people have stopped going out now, and everyone's got coronavirus. So,
mate, the clubs are empty, and I've been out, and I can't see anyone.
I've been out, and like, right, okay.
Look,
I've done the usual. I've gone there, gone to the barman. All right, Kev. 40 Jaeger bombs, please. Get them on the tray. I go to. What are you laughing at, Phoebe? Yeah. I go to my regular booth. Yeah. Next to the dance floor. Love it there.
Yeah.
And so it's about 10:15. So
you gave a couple to the DJ.
Yeah, come to the DJ. Yeah. I'll have one for yourself, Kev. He throws it away. And it's only been open for 15 minutes. So it's just starting to cook, right? I was in Tiger till 2. Right, I'm not normally there that long. Yeah. There were no one there.
Not one.
Not one there. Whoa. I had to drink those Jaeger bombs myself. Usually I'm looking for students.
Yeah.
To give them out to, and then be like, so what are you studying then? Yeah. Psychology, what am I thinking? Yeah. The classic banter. But no, it's terrible, the clubs at the moment, I've got to say.
The situation there is dire.
Yeah. I had to go straight to the brothel. Yeah. Obviously I didn't, guys. Stay at Tiger.
Yeah, we're a sex positive.
Sex positive, brothel going couple of people.
I've never been to a brothel.
I've never been to a brothel either. Christmas challenge for next year, guys. And we're recording live from the... Can you get that out of my face, please? Yeah. We're recording live from the brothel.
Bratislavan brothel, yes.
We could do a social Christmas social after this.
Christmas social to the brothel. I mean, we've already had a sex party episode, so
That's true.
we could go live from the sex party.
From the brothel.
Do you know any good brothels, Phoebe?
I don't, but I do know that last time I was in, they were getting very upset that they had to cancel the Sunday daytime sex party here. And I did question who was going to the sex party on Sunday daytime.
Not the Sunday daytime. You've got Sunday brunch on. You've got the Formula One going round on the big screen. Everyone's humping away to the laps.
Yeah.
What worried me is the Ding Dong Gong show is in the evening.
Wow.
Oh, so they were going to have a sex party here and then have the Ding Dong Gong show.
It kind of happens at the same time, but I fear that those dildos might get lost.
They're going to use the same dildos. When there's a big round of booing and then people are coming in being like, are you booing or humping?
Out of interest, is it a straight sex party or is it more of a gay sex party?
You thinking of going?
I don't think it's I don't think it's straight.
Yeah, I would. Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
No, straight, Tom. That's why you couldn't come, because you're boring and straight.
Exactly.
Not like me.
He's,
I'm
ambiguous.
Sexual.
Well, yes, I guess. I don't know.
It just turns out the energies are like a fit bird. Nah, come on now. Let's not make fun of that. But no, well, we could go to the brothel, Tom. That's
there we go. We'll do an AIDIF live from a brothel in Hungary. It'll be beautiful. I'm sure lots of people will like to listen.
If we get to
1,000 Patreon subscribers,
1,000 Patreon subscribers, we will record live from a brothel in Hungary or Slovakia.
All I say is, if you're not on our Patreon, guys, you're missing out. You're missing out big time.
Yeah, and also sorry to the Patreon backers who actually are missing out because we weren't able to record our episode this week. We'll get back with another or two because, well, firstly, Tom was getting his check and then couldn't leave his house. And it was negative, by the way. And then I was getting a booster vaccine, so I'd left the house on Tuesday. So, but we'll get you the stuff. But thank you so much to all our Patreon backers. And if you want an extra episode every week, normally, then patreon.com/AIDIFpod, and just for $5 a month, you can get an extra episode every week. Thank you very much to everyone who already subscribes.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to move on to FailMail.
Not FailMail, Agony Uncle.
Sorry, Agony Uncle.
Yep.
But not in a weird way.
Just the sort of uncle that comes over at Christmas and he comes in and goes, oh, fuck's sake.
Neil's here.
Goes straight to the 16-year-old cousin or niece and goes, got a boyfriend yet? Hey? You got a boyfriend yet? Bet all the boys are after you. And everyone's like, fucking hell.
Neil, calm down.
Yeah. And it's like, don't mention Grace, okay? Just don't mention her. It's fine. Gets the 15-year-old nephew a cigar.
Yeah.
So don't do that, Neil. He's not. Bottle of vodka next year, eh, mate? Do you even drink yet? You don't even drink. What the fuck's wrong with you, mate?
Have one with me, come on.
Yeah. Weird. We're not in a weird way. So Agony Uncle is where you send in your any life drama that's going on at the moment in your life, Mez. And me, Tom, and even perhaps PP producer Phoebe.
Oh, can I just say?
Okay.
Well, my camera's back on.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
So can I take a moment?
Yeah, well, I mean, this will be a week later, so she's back. Phoebe's back.
No, yeah, it's a week on, but the camera wasn't working last time and I wore a Santa hat, so I just wanted to get that one out of the way.
Yeah,
and put a name to the voice, you know?
Yeah, there you go. So it's not actually Tom throwing his voice. But those who are listening, it is still me doing both me and Tom. So that is what's happening there. So, producer Phoebe's back, so she might be getting involved with some of the advice, but this is your life, Mayors, your life dramas going on at the moment. We're on to the Christmas Stellas, by the way. We've moved on from...
I've gone through all my San Miguel. I'll be honest, I'm out drinking all of you. So.
Tom's sort of going to get less involved as he sort of then comes in with something in the corner. What's that? Nah, mate. China, honestly. Don't stop recording.
Yeah.
Just, honestly.
I've got some points I want to make.
It's true. Hey, give me that microphone, right? Okay. Right, and then looks off this way and goes, thing is with China is, right, let me tell the people at home, right?
Bring up the YouTube.
Get up. No, the link I sent you, Phoebe. Wait, who did I send that to? Oh, fuck, that's gone to my ex.
This is the truth. This is the truth on YouTube. Get on that.
We're still wearing our crystal necklaces, and I'm still in my Christmas jumper. And Tom's got in the festive spirit by wearing the All Saints Christmas range.
And, no, sorry, I'm also actually wearing a cross because it's Jesus' birthday too. So, remember that.
And girls like it.
Yeah.
So, we've got a few FailMails, and these are from two regulars.
Cool.
of our listeners. So thank you very much to both of these.
I can't delete your Patreon. It's very annoying.
It keeps taking money out of my account, even though I've deleted it at least 3 times. I've emailed Patreon. They don't seem to go. Apparently, there's a problem your end. You need to do something. Anyway, we'll skip that one.
Is this a scam?
That's just a bit of fun from someone. So this is one that's not really a life mare at all, but actually from Victoria, who's a friend of the show. We'll never have you on.
Okay.
It's my birthday this Sunday.
Oh.
I want to invite all the AIDIF family to the party. I'll just say that again. It's my birthday this Sunday. I want to invite all the AIDIF family to the party.
Woo woo.
And I guess she sent that into Life Mare because what's my life come to that I would want to hang out with these lot?
I'm having a breakdown.
Yeah. Any way to resolve this? How should I get new friends? So hasn't actually said where the party is or anything like that, what the party's happening. Potentially we could. Maybe that was the all-day sex rave that was happening here
on the Sunday.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's cancelled.
It's cancelled. But
I'm starting to think the all-day sex rave actually be quite a good idea. I think those gay guys have got it pretty sorted out. Like, if you're really hungover and you're like, oh, I'm so hungover, what do I want to do? Go get blossed off.
This is
Wait, the thing is, you might not be hungover.
2 pints in.
You might just be like carrying on from the night before. Depending how hard your Saturday night is.
Both situations are pretty positive for a sex party, I would have thought.
Can we have a tagline of our podcast to be, I might just want to get blozzed off?
Yeah.
What were you up to yesterday? Well, I was trying to get blozzed off. I couldn't fucking find anyone.
Like, it'd probably be quite a quick sex party, it's bloz and gone, but, whatever.
I've never heard of the term bloz.
If they could do a sort of blozzing area and then just like an area on where you could just sit on comfy...
Is this for Victoria's party?
No, this is for the sex party here. You want a sort of sexual area and then you want a sort of like a comfy place where Harry Potter films are on next door.
Time out.
For a cuddle room.
Yeah.
But I think that's how it does happen at sex parties, I think, generally. I mean,
you will...
The Harry Potter
You will do it? Is that what happened when you went? You will just watch Harry Potter afterwards?
Well, I did on my phone, but... Everyone found me weird. I'm like, you're the one who were whipping each other.
Guys, this is Azkaban.
Exactly, yeah. Whatever gets you in the mood, okay? Just really think there's a lot of peril in Deathly Hallows. So, it's my fantasy. So, Victoria, what I'll say is, firstly, you're right that this is a life mare that you'd want to invite us to.
Why can't we come to the party?
I don't know.
Where is the party?
We don't know where the party is, Victoria. You'd have to let us know. But the problem is, because we've done this in the second part, this would have come out after Sunday's already happened.
Party. Uh-oh.
But to be honest, I'm not sure if it would have been allowed. Yeah.
How old? If you had to guess from
17.
the picture? Okay.
Actually, your mum's written this.
I have to say, boys, that people send you in life mares and they don't give enough context at all. Like that's just a note for people.
Right.
If they want to send, if they send more life mares in, can they please just give a little bit more context, and then you might actually be able to help.
Do you want to know what our most extreme life mare we ever had here? Well, this is before your time. We had a man message in and say, I slept with my cousin, and now he is marrying a woman next week. There you go.
So good.
Try and fill out that context.
And that was just a reply to the story. That was no more than that. Yeah. That was not even a DM.
I messaged him as well. I was like, can we have more? Nothing. Just that was it.
It was Tom's cousin. And so
he came to the wedding. It was weird.
Yeah. So all I'd say is, well, hope you have a wonderful birthday. I'm sorry if it hasn't been able to go ahead. But next time, if you want to invite us, let us know.
Yeah, we'll come.
Tom won't be there because he doesn't. Apparently, Tom's got a thing about birthdays. He never goes. That's why he's never come to mine. Apparently, it's a religious thing, is it?
Mainly Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah. So he's not allowed to celebrate people's birthdays. Even though I think I saw you in a picture of someone else. It must have been a mistake or Photoshop or something. But Victoria, from all I do is fail crew, a very happy birthday. Next one, and this is from again another friend of the show. Thank you very much for coming to Vauxhall Comedy Club on the Tuesday, AIDIF Tuesdays. Keirthana. Keirthana.
In the house.
I'm in the UK for 4 years, and I like it here. That's not the fail.
Idiot, should leave.
What a loser. Yeah. My family wants me to return to India and get married.
Oh.
Advice to handle them. So, Tom, this is your life similar to this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it your parents want you to get married and be successful?
Desperately.
At least you got. My advice, Keirthana, was to be such a failure they give up hope.
Yeah. Crush their dreams.
Stop asking you, mate. My mum's actually. Do you know my mum's actively told me to stop going on dates?
She's like, normal footing, do you, Ali? He's got no chance. Look at you.
My mum's not from Mars, or whatever that accent was. Some Klingon mum. Yeah, exactly, she's like,
Ali,
she's
you've
got to stop going on these dates. These poor women. Said,
they think they're meeting a nice man who's going to take them out, but then they realise they just got you.
Yeah, you've got no time unless you're willing to put in time. You've got no time for these. They go on one date and they think, oh, that's a nice man I've met there. And then you're just thinking, oh, that's done. Time for gigging.
It's true.
And I was like, well, okay.
Thanks.
Fair enough.
Thanks, Mum.
Yeah. And I think, well.
Mum, when I'm a star, many people will want to date me. That's what you got to hold on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was after one date in the last 3 years. So what do we think, guys? Team AIDIF. I'll just read it again. I'm in the UK, and this is a friend of the show, Keithan, a Patreon supporter. Thank you so much. I'm in the UK for 4 years and like it here. My family wants me to return to India and get married. Advice to handle them. Well, what I'd go in with first is the truth. I would say I really enjoy it here. I'm having a great quality of life because a lot of parents, obviously, there's traditions, their cultures, but they do want their kids to be happy. And if you're also being successful here, then that's good, isn't it? That's a good thing. So you might want to go in with that. If they're like, that's all well and good, but we don't want it, we don't care, then what's the next step?
Can I also interject that happiness is also success? It doesn't need to be, you don't need to necessarily have a great job and all these kind of things that other people think is normal success. If you're happy in the UK, that is success as well.
Don't listen to Phoebe, that's how you end up producing All Others Fail. So obviously strike that from the way. We'll cut that afterwards.
Yeah. Cut that bit out.
Yeah. Make sure you work in finance in Liverpool Street. Right, okay.
I think your family do know you well, obviously, in general. And so they are looking out for the best for you. But maybe they're not seeing what really makes you happy and really makes you tick and want to stay in England. You know, they're not seeing that necessarily. They're not seeing your life here. So it could be quite difficult to explain to them that you have all this stuff going on and you have England and all the positives that it gives you. So maybe possibly try and explain that to them and explain the reasons why you like it here and why you want to stay here.
And if that doesn't work, show them this podcast and be like, look, Ali's single. He's doing really well.
Yeah.
I don't need a husband.
Well, and then they'll be like, you have to come home right now.
So show them this.
Yeah.
Who is this man?
If this is what success looks like. This
pale, sad man in a freight container. This is your version of success.
Oh dear.
Hanging out with two people who don't like him.
Yeah. No, definitely don't do that. But
so don't do that.
Just try and get your point across to them why you like it and why it makes you happy.
Yeah, and also think about it from their side. Use debate skills in this. If you were them, what would convince you? What would convince you that this is all right? Also, it's your life. If you want to say no, say no. Obviously, you don't want to lose your family. Yeah. But if being unhappy is what it takes to keep your family, then is that worth it?
You get one life. Do your best to live it to the fullest.
Yeah. Well, I actually don't believe that, but yeah. I believe you come back stronger every time.
Watched some pretty interesting YouTube videos of reincarnation, and actually,
not me. I'm gonna be crying.
I've actually met a surprising amount of people who have been like, "Have you seen this reincarnation video on YouTube?" And like, there was deep conspiracy into reincarnation.
Are those type of weirdos that wear a crystal for a necklace?
Whatever. I'll show you a YouTube
Strange
video.
dudes.
I'm slowly converting.
Yeah. Also, media I'd recommend. If you've not seen it, The Big Sick is something I watched recently, which sort of tackles this issue a bit. Yeah. Which talks about it's Pakistani heritage, but being forced to sort of marry when you're actually trying to pursue your own life, and in quite a fun and interesting way. So might want to look at that as well. But look, good luck with it. And I would say as well to Keithan, Tom's right. You only got one life, so do things that make you happy, and you want to surround yourself with people who support that. So of course you don't want to lose your family, and it's tough. But make sure you're happy.
I don't think you have to lose them. I think just do your best to try and explain to them why it makes you happy. And hopefully, because they're your family, they'll understand.
Cool. And also, as I said, to make sure your Agony Uncle is read out, make sure you message us on the AIDIF
Pod.
socials, AIDIF Instagram, AIDIF Pod, and you'll get they're read out straight away. So those are the ones from the AIDIF Pod. Thank you very much to both of you guys. It was very lovely to read those. And now we're going to our own socials to read out more Agony Uncle. So it's just loading right now. And here we go. Right, so I've got a few here. Quite a few. Now this one, very covered ground, so we'll just cover it quickly again. But dating, how to meet guys. I'm bored with the dating apps. Said before, go river rafting.
Yeah. Join up to clubs. Sign up to shit where you meet people. Go to COVID vaccination clinics, whatever.
Go wherever, mate. Just
ask
go
your
out.
friends.
Yeah. Oh.
Ask your friends. They might have single eligible bachelors.
It's good.
I didn't think that because I've got no friends, but that's a good point.
Yeah, sorry, Ali wouldn't have thought that process.
Nah. Ask your colleagues. See if they got. But yeah, that's a good point. As they ask your friends, just get the feelers out there. I'm looking for someone. I'm desperate. I'll take anything. Doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Say all that to everyone you meet.
Desperately alone. Please hug me.
But the big thing is, yeah, as Tom said, put yourself out there, get yourself out to other places, be friendly, introduce yourself, be polite. You can go up to people, chat to them. If you're polite and friendly, it doesn't, it's not, you're not going to put them off. It's not creepy. It's fine. So we covered that a lot, but good luck to you. And look, also, if you don't want to do the apps, that's not the only way you meet people, all right? So don't worry about it. So we've got one here. I just got COVID before Christmas and can't get back home / taste any fucking Christmas food. May sound funny for some, but actually really taxing mentally. And so what do you do in that situation?
I just got COVID. No Christmas for you. Look, it's rough. It's rough out there. And we said it in the episode last week. There are going to be people testing positive right now who are not going to have Christmas with their families. And that sucks. But you just got to hold on to that it's fingers crossed only this year. It's just 1 year. You just got to plow through it. It's shit. Surround yourself with Christmas films and order the best I'm sure if someone wants to make a lot of money right now, someone will be dishing out Christmas dinners on Deliveroo, a restaurant, a company, whatever, and they will make a fortune. They'll just deliver to all the people isolating. Order yourself.
They can't taste it though.
Actually, it's not one of the Simpsons Omnicom.
But they've just said they can't taste it.
Actually, it's not one of the Simpsons Omnicom, so...
Yeah. What I would say to that one, though, is do loads of like healthy food that you wouldn't normally like, but has got good textures. Because it's all about textures if you can't taste.
Yeah.
And you may as well just get your health kick in now so that you start the new year this absolute beast mode.
Start dry Jan solid.
Yeah. Might actually be that advice might be a little too good for this section actually. That would be a little
I'm going to turn my mic off now.
Useful. Sorry. Yeah, sorry Phoebe. We can get back to sort of saying inane useless jokes. That'd be all right. I think we might have to start looking at rescheduling Christmas.
What are you thinking?
June Christmas.
I wouldn't mind it.
If
be like Australia.
If this is now if this is now that every sort of December is just going to be a catastrophe from now until the end of time, then we need to reschedule Christmas, even to make it maybe April or something.
Yeah, well, in the 70s, I think it was, no idea if that's true, but that they made
when comedy was allowed.
Yeah.
When you're allowed to make jokes, you mean?
A president changed Thanksgiving to not be a date, but be the last Thursday of a month.
Is that right?
Yeah. So let's do that with Christmas and just make it the sort of last Saturday.
1939.
Whatever.
No, it wasn't. It was in the 70s because I remember Prince Charles talking about
the good old days, mate. It's the good old days.
And apparently in 1941 was the final permanent change with Roosevelt.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Anyway, the good old days.
Roosevelt's American.
Let's just is it what? Who? Oh, okay.
He was the president after Dancer and Blitzen.
I thought he was on Strictly Come Dancing. All right. I would.
You do that. Yeah. Change Christmas.
So last Friday in April.
Yeah, we do have. By the way, if you are alone for Christmas, we do still have in stock double-ended fleshlights, double-ended dildos.
Yes.
We've only had one more order since.
We only had one order.
Let me just try and get it up.
If you genuinely message the AIDIF Instagram, we will supply you with the double-ended fleshlight or dildo.
That was me panic buying for my mum for Christmas. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it mustn't have come through this because the name I've got for this is Ian Elwes. Again, So 2 orders of that, of fleshlights then, I guess must have walked.
I needed the double-ended dildo for my mum.
That's okay,
and
sorry,
the fleshlight
that's
for my
it.
dad.
Oh,
Yeah. I just wanted to show them something I was proud of this year, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out, Ian. You've done us well.
No, that's yeah. There we go. This one, yeah, I can see that. The dildo went to Phoebe Mugabe. I didn't know that was your surname.
Why do you always do this? Man?
I'm always coming in with the Mugabe jokes. Phoebe Mugabe.
Good.
So anyway,
keep going. Go on.
What I'd say is, yeah. So look after yourself, eat healthy food, buy a double-ended dildo, but look, just use it as a chance. Read books, do whatever you fucking want.
Mate,
and it is tough, but
no, look, this is the perfect example. Obviously, we all know that I'm related to the man who is based on Scrooge. This is you read.
You're related to Mugabe as well.
Yeah. He's robbed a lot of Christmases. You know, I'm based. Look. It could be your time to go back and read some classic Christmas novels on Christmas Eve by candlelight. That could be a fun thing to do if you're solo. I would do that.
Absolutely.
I would do. Would you not do that? That's what I'd be doing if I was isolating.
Yes. Okay, I know what to do. This is what I might do if I isolate.
Seance. What?
It could do sense. Set up a broadcast list of anyone you've ever got with, and then just craft a message that says,
Look at me now, bitch.
No.
Look at me now.
Well,
50,000, motherfucker.
Not quite 50. Not quite, but you could follow Ali was good. Yeah. But well, that's one way to do it. But the other way I go with I really made a mistake. I'm still thinking about you. What do you reckon? Just send that out and see what happens.
See what happens.
That's my plan for when I'm like 38 and the dream's over.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do that and see who
I
comes
imagine
back.
if you did that now, you get a lot of like, sorry, who is this?
yeah. I get a lot of police coming back. You are not allowed to message this number. Yeah. I'm fine.
Again.
I thought that was a kinky thing. Anyway, amazing chemistry on so many levels, but she's straight and she doesn't think we are compatible.
Okay.
Quick one, I say, you got to respect it.
You got to respect if someone is saying they're straight. You got
they
to
put straight in quote marks as well.
Straight.
But she is straight.
Yeah, you got to. You just got
whatever that is.
Whatever people are saying, they identify as. You need to respect that. I think that's fair enough.
Phoebe doesn't agree. She's shaking her head viciously.
That's absolutely not true.
She was going, just wear them down. What do you think, Phoebe? Do you agree?
Of course.
Yeah, but it'd be weird if someone was like, I'm gay to me or Ali, and we're like, yeah, I'm definitely gay, and we were like, we'll see. You're like, that's just a weird vibe.
Yeah, that's horrible. Like whatever they're comfortable with at the time, and however they identify, you just have to accept that.
Gotta respect that. Next one, I'll just read it out verbatim. Should I tell a bitch she a bitch? This is aimed at Phoebe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah?
Yes.
And how do you do that?
Exactly like that.
You're a bitch.
You just come up, you a bitch.
Full stop. Move on.
Yeah. And what do they say?
Phoebe, have you ever actually texted someone saying you're a bitch?
Why are you just asking her?
Probably not.
I say that every time to anyone I go on a date with.
Yeah.
Anytime they say no, well, you're a bitch.
You're coming back to mine. You bitch.
You're a bitch.
You bitch.
You're probably gay as well. And they're ugly. And I didn't like you and you got a boyfriend, so fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've gone by this point.
No, obviously don't just say that. You could be nicer about it. But also, if they are, then do you need to tell them? Can you just cut them out?
Phoebe, have you ever been in a fight?
I've been attacked.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
By
over a
who?
wig.
Yeah.
Ali, watch out.
My wig. My wig. So why were you in a fight over a wig? I mean, drama school really is the ends, isn't it?
Yeah. Hard.
Yeah. So,
it was all play fighting.
Yeah.
It was all like guns, and they're like.
No, it's St. Patrick's Day.
A duel in the theatre.
St. Paddy's Day. Okay.
Yeah. Mad stuff always happens to me on St. Patrick's Day. I once slept rough on someone's doorstep on St. Patrick's Day, but that's another tale.
Jesus. And that's when we picked her up as producer. Yeah. We were like, you think life can't get any worse? Can't produce for all I do as well.
Come to the shipping container.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was wearing a green, like, fluffy wig, and this group of guys, I'd come with my music social. I was social sec for the Music Society.
Wow, I bet you got a lot of sex.
Yeah.
Cool kid. And yeah, someone just like ripped this wig off my head. I was about to turn around and be like, what
They jack your weave. That's so ghetto.
But it was a big group of lads, and I was like,
dickheads.
oh, okay, I'm not I'm not going to get involved. But what I didn't realise is one of my male friends had gone over and tried to sort of like reason with them and was like, guys, like,
chaps,
please.
How about I sing you a nice tune, okay?
No, he wasn't part of the Music Society. He just come along.
Oh.
Anyway, and then this other guy from the Music Society did go over, and then suddenly he was like held by the throat and like all this kind of stuff.
He's
And
belting out a falsetto.
You bitch!
I went over sort of very unfeminist of me, but I was like, if I'm a girl and I get in the middle, then they won't punch me. And turns out they will. They picked me up. They literally picked me off the floor by my hair, like swung me around loads of times and like slammed me to the floor.
Like Matilda. That's
these blokes.
Yeah. And then I found out later, I was going to go off and like report it afterwards, but then I found out they were like part of a gang. Literally right before I went in, and they were like, don't report them. Like they're part of a gang. They're going to get you, kind of thing. So I didn't. But then they were like, oh, this has already been reported by like the bar staff on that night, like blah, 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 blah. But then, long story short, the guys got away with it because they said they were drunk and they didn't remember it. And I was just like,
where was
the
this?
system
This
works.
was at uni.
Where were you?
That's shit, man. Sorry.
University of Kent in Canterbury, calling you guys out.
Yeah, fuck
But
that.
yeah, really bad.
Oh, sorry about that. Well, I mean, do you know any of their names? We could put a hit out on them.
Yeah.
No, I
AIDIF
actually
listeners,
don't.
a lot
But anyway,
of MMA fighters listen to
Yeah.
this.
lot of potential
I mean,
school shooter kind of vibes.
Yeah, that's my group.
Yeah.
But another time I nearly got in a fight was also at uni, where I'd befriended this girl in the smoking area. I didn't smoke, but you know. And then her friend had got in a fight with my friend in the queue over chicken. It was the club was over.
Mate, you went to some ghetto uni, bro.
Yeah.
They were fighting over the last like nuggets or something, and then this girl turned to me, and she was so much taller and broader than me. She had like muscular arms, and she was like, "I really hope they don't fight." I was like, "Yeah, me too." She was like, "No, because then I'm gonna have to punch you, and I really don't want to punch you." And I was like, "Oh, neither do I." So I just dragged my friend away. But no, I haven't. I don't think ever thrown the first punch.
Jesus, well, that's some pretty
hectic stories.
harrowing stuff there from Phoebe.
You're welcome. Let's go back to your
Just turn
FailMail.
your mic off for the rest of the show. That'd be good. No, I'm sorry to hear that though. That's awful. I hope you're okay after those.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, cool.
Uni times.
Yeah, tough.
Yeah, just took it all on the chin.
Tough.
Literally.
Tom once got in a fight at Levi's. Do you know this? Because they only had one pair of skinny cut jeans left. And there was this 17-year-old who was there. This was last week.
Yeah.
There was a 17-year-old there, and
I
Tom
drop kicked him in the head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but luckily it didn't hurt because it was his legs. It's like getting hit by a straw. So basically, I think we need context here. I think if you don't need to tell them that they're being a bitch, then don't. But if it's a professional capacity, if it's your friend or if it's your partner, I think you need to tell them. Maybe not in those words, but that they are acting awfully
I think you need
to you.
tell them why they're being a bitch as opposed to being like, you're a bitch.
You're a bitch. Well,
Just don't be like, you're a bitch. Just be like, these are the reasons why you're
You
being
can't
unkind.
actually say to something. This is something I found out recently. Well, we already know this, but
You can't just straight up call someone a bitch.
you can't tell someone what they're doing. You can only say how you feel, and then if they care enough, they'll change. But the worst thing is when they don't.
Deep.
Sorry.
Hashtag deep.
Phoebe's got Cosmo up as well.
Yeah. Sugar magazine.
Yeah. That's so right and good and wicked. That's cool. Yep. Good advice. Good advice. So next one. I'll read again verbatim. Seeing a guy for a few months. He's an introvert. I'm an extrovert. When do you stop trying?
Oh.
I don't get the trying here. What's the problem there? As in trying to get them out.
This, and it's just the worst, though, isn't it? You just never do.
Talk to us about it then. What did you do? So was it what's the problem with that? I don't get it. Normally that happens, doesn't it? One extrovert, one introvert.
No, it's actually more difficult than you'd think because eventually.
What you go out with extroverts?
No, you resent each other massively, and it just becomes so difficult.
That's marriage, isn't it?
Again, though, you need context. You need to know like what the issue is. Is it that they don't talk about, like, are they introverted with other people or with you? Because if they're not talking ever, and if they're not talking like about their feelings or whatever, and you're the one that always has to instigate everything and conversations and everything, it just gets draining because you're just like, do they even bother? Do they like me? But they do in their own way, but sometimes
that way is to text you from afar as opposed to talk about any of the issues or bring anything to the surface.
So you're just saying don't stop, just
I think it is a really
no, not cut them out, but just like maybe have the conversation, be like, I feel like I'm putting in a lot more effort, buck up.
It's okay. I think it's a tough space. It's a tough, difficult space to be in, and I think it's very, very hard. if you are different personality types, that's going to clash. And it can work. It works amazingly for some people because you've got one who's, introvert and one who's extrovert, and that you strike a nice balance and it can work. But however, within your relationship, somewhere along the way, if you are that dynamic, you have found a weird middle ground where you can talk about, you found a space in which both people are comfortable to talk about everything. Because if you can't talk, you're fucked. It's not going to work.
Yeah, no mutes.
No.
So, well, I'm quite introverted. So,
about what?
About my life.
Okay.
I hate fame.
Cool.
Or being seen.
Yeah.
Or attention. So I feel for you, man.
Yeah. You resonate? You literally radiate that. So I feel it.
Thanks, man.
Every day.
Yeah. So I feel for you. But to be honest, look, I'd say if you've got a great connection, then go for it. But if you're getting bored or extrovert, introvert, whatever, it doesn't matter ultimately. At the end of the day, if you're not having a good time, then stop going out with them.
Suck it.
So, next one. Hundreds of ideas in my mind, but can't turn them into actual actions and things. Productivity, guys. How do you create stuff? How do you get things out there?
Oh, everyone has ideas. Execution is everything. Ideas are nothing.
Next one.
Sorry, but it's true. Like every
you
dickhead's
got to do it.
got an
Just
idea.
make yourself do it. Just get. There's a wonderful quote that I at secondary school that I enjoyed. I've forgotten who it's by, but it says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. What do you think that means, Tom?
It means that, yes, if you had done it 20 years ago, you'd have an amazing business and it'd be fantastic. However, if you there's no good time to get your act together. You can just do it when you want.
Do it now. Another productivity advice thing I have is you got a long list. We've got a long list. I need to do this, blah, blah. Sometimes just look at that list. What is the one thing that if you did that day, you'd be happy? And that's all you got to do. Just do that. Don't worry about all the other shit.
Just do it.
Do that one thing that's going to make you happy.
There's not a person on this planet who doesn't have an idea. Ideas mean not execution.
Well, we have no ideas, and we still done 200 episodes of this. So,
The basic principle of starting anything is idea and execution. So without both working in tandem, you've got nothing.
Yeah, have an idea, then kill someone. Idea and execution. So go for it, but go and believe in yourself. Thank you, Phoebe. He didn't get it. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Whatever it is, you can do it. You're allowed to be successful and happy. So this is how to make friends as an adult. You guys might have to cover this one.
Girls' toilets.
Yeah, guys, it's from a laddie. Mate, go into the girls' toilets.
I literally went on a mate date recently with a girl who I met in the girls' toilets at my cousin's gig. You know what?
I think it is difficult more so for adult women. I think I found as a girlfriend who I have a girlfriend who lives abroad, and she has struggled in London to meet new people, and it's been.
And that's when Tom swooped in.
Yeah,
mate. No, I sort of know everyone around here, so
yeah.
When you know me, I'll introduce you.
But
when you can introduce me, Tom, yeah, mate, I will.
Yeah, one day.
You're the podcast host. Seems funny. No, he's not. He's really not.
He's a dickhead.
Twat.
Yeah. No, but it is different. I feel like with guys, it's just play sport or it's just like.
Yeah, whereas women would never play sport. You're quite right.
No, but you know what? It's more inclined there are, people meet at football, there's these weird.
You know how it is, mate. If you're a bloke, you meet at football. Women probably meet at, knitting, something like this.
Guys quite often go to the pub to watch a sport.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's how they can sometimes... they can go to the pub on their own.
Yeah.
And it's less weird. If a girl went on her own, she probably wouldn't be approached by the people that she'd want to be approached by. But I think girls' toilets is good. Or going to a thing that you enjoy, like a club or a gig or something like that. You can make friends there. And also, as much as social media is a scourge upon society, Instagram...
Follow us at AIDIF Pod.
Yeah, Instagram is really useful. Maybe you guys should put up a post in the comments, be like, make friends in the comments. And then
I don't want to interact with these people.
No, please.
You don't have to. They interact with each other, and they've got this as their
Please do make friends in the comments, and I think you're absolutely right. My girlfriend is a stickler for things like the Nextdoor app, and she's always talking to people on various different weird apps and talking to people online. Whereas guys, I feel just send abuse to each other online.
But that's they're the best friends though. That's their best friends who they abuse online. Well, look, I am also, what you're saying there, Phoebes, of I'm a big believer in do things you enjoy and the rest of life sort of fits in around that. You will just meet people who enjoy the same stuff as you and be confident. There's nothing embarrassing about asking someone to go with someone to you and just be prepared for rejection. You will not believe this, guys. I've been rejected loads in my life.
Do you know how many guys he's invited to a Warhammer 40,000 convention?
It's called a birthday, Tom.
Yeah.
Do you know how many guys I've asked to do this podcast with?
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. But yeah, don't worry about getting rejected. There's no worry about that. There's no stigma. Fucking just, if you want to go and someone else, if someone wants to come with you, and yeah, whatever, man. I've got loads of friends, but they just don't. They go to a different school. Next one. It's not a drama anymore. It is current at all times. Love life is difficult. How to impress. And then the same person has said, name for a dog. And then this is a quick one. Leopold II or Descartes. Bloody hell.
Wait, there's so much shit. Wait.
So this is 2 things. Oh, there's 3 things actually. This person sent 3. Right, okay. Well, let's do this one quickly. A choice between 2. Name for a dog. Leopold II or Descartes.
Smash them both together.
Leo Descartes II.
Yeah, done.
No, I mean, as a dog owner, a Descartes. Not you don't want to call your
What
dog.
about Descartes?
Descartes. Descartes going to be better than Leopold II. You're not going to shout Leopold II in the woods.
You could call the dog Leo, but then I think just call it Leo anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what my this is a bit convoluted. My sister's boyfriend's brother has had a baby,
right?
And they've called it
Ali Woods.
I wish Ali was gigs. Everly Grace,
right.
Double-barreled first name. But then they've said, but we're all calling her Evie, so call it. I'm like, well, just call her Evie then. What the fuck is all this Everly Grace shit about?
It gives the kid options.
Anyway, congratulations to the happy couple.
Losers.
But that's what I'm saying. You could call Leopold II Leo, and then in your mind be like, that's Leopold II. But you can't. Sit day.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Final decision. Descartes.
Voted yes.
Okay, we'll save the most vague one for the final. So this one might be a bit more grounded. What should I say to the company that cancelled my ticket back to London?
Why?
Give me my money back.
Yeah, give me a refund or tell me exactly why you've done this. And it better be a good reason.
Big refund, nothing else. If they've cancelled it, you should get full refund.
You know, if you're trying to get back to London and there's a serious issue, you know, big problem, Dementors on the track, you know, fair enough. But
Dementors on the track. I love those guys. One of my favourite drill groups. Yeah, okay. And then the final one. So, how to impress in your love life. Tom, you've impressed many a person in your love life. Conned, some would say.
Yeah.
How have you done it?
Well, I always think the person that you start dating is never the person that you end up with. So, it's always, I would honestly think like...
they wake up.
Yeah. No. But I think everyone is putting on a front when you start dating anyone, right? You're always showing the best version of you, you know? I'll have a shower, I'll get a haircut, whatever. Like, it's, you know, you're going to try harder at the start, and then you've got to sort of ease them into the person that you actually are, as opposed to the best version of you.
Okay.
Maybe it'd be better just to start off low. If you start, you know, if you start off an absolute piece of shit, then you can only climb higher.
Right, yeah. Show them your worst. Show them your worst.
Show them you on the worst day possible.
Yeah.
And go from there.
Sweet. So there you go. So that fabulous, useful advice is how to impress someone, be awful.
Yeah. And if they love you for you, then you found a winner.
I'll tell you what's most impressive. Here's the secret, guys. Okay, you can clip this up.
If you
clip this up, right?
If you shit yourself.
And then on the next day, if you don't shit yourself, they'll be like, they're getting better every time. So here's the secret, right? Here is the trick to get anyone to like you, right?
Right, here we go.
Here we go.
Ali Woods. Notoriously liked by everyone he meets.
3 words. Chloroform. No, it's not. Don't do that. So the trick is be yourself. Be confident. Right? Be yourself. Be happy with who you are. Be smiley. Be polite. Take interest in other people.
I argue, and you will agree.
If they don't like you, if you like that, they're not worth your time. But they're not going to like you.
Will you
right?
agree that guys and girls are not necessarily always themselves on date one? You know, you're a better version of you.
Yeah, of course. But just be happy with who you are. Be confident who you are. Don't worry about it, man. And be polite and take interest in them. Take interest in who they are and get to know them. Yeah, but I'm
sorry, you didn't sit down on a first date and go, seriously, who do you think should join the Marvel Cinematic Universe who's not quite been included?
Well, because I'm trying to, you know, save some exciting things for later. I just sit down and go, I'm a VC venture capitalist. And I've got 10,000 stocks of Bitcoin.
I live in a penthouse in Canary Wharf.
Yeah. We can't go tonight. I'm staying at my mum's because she's sick. But
I'm looking after her. Let's go to yours, please.
Let's go to yours. The Lamborghini's in the shop.
Yeah.
But yeah, just be. And look, if they don't like you for who you are, then fucking who cares, man? Just get over it. Just be happy with who you are. Have confidence and take interest in them. Be polite. Be smiley. Laugh. It's great. And look after yourself as well. Look after your health. Make an effort in that regard. You'll be fine. You'll be all right. I do think it's more difficult for I think if you're straight, the different genders have different problems with impressing. I think.
Phoebe, what do you do on a first date to impress?
Turns up.
Yeah, smile. I've got a winning smile.
Yeah, you have. But the issue is I've been talking with a few of my female friends or
what female?
At the brothel. And got Ezra calling you.
Don't
didn't know you know George. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
15 minutes to what?
Pie.
Till we have to close everything. Oh, right, okay. Anyway, that's the end of the end of Agony on Call, and we're moving on to FailMail, guys. So this is we got 15 minutes to go.
I've had a beer.
I've had a beer. George Ezra's phoning, so let's get through this. FailMail, if you didn't know already, it is when our wonderful listeners message in with fails from their life upon a certain topic or question that we've asked. And this week, we've gone for your year in review. What is your biggest fail of 2021? I'm going to read out the longer messages first.
Can I do a Christmas fail from last year?
Oh, okay. Let's do the Christmas fail.
I mean, from
last week. From 2 weeks ago.
In fact, 2 weeks ago. So someone sent this in a little bit late. They live with their sister and mum. Well, they spent sister and mum
same person
Christmas together.
Okay.
With a small child. I think he was about 3. And he had been really ill, so he wasn't in the best mood. Let's just give that as context. And the mum decided to pop some champagne. It is Christmas morning, but got the champagne bit stuck in the glass, in the flute, and so it just kept overflowing. She couldn't get the champagne bottle out, and this sick, crying child was sat on the floor trying to do up his shoes as he was just showered in champagne, and he
legend.
He'd
won the Monaco Grand Prix.
Yeah, sorry, you're saying the champagne shower isn't a good thing?
Yeah. So what's the fail there? My 3-year-old too much of a baller. When he was doing up his Air Force Ones.
Have you ever listened to the 2012 band LMFAO? Champagne shower was, I'm all about it.
Oh, but I don't get that though. What was the problem with the champagne bowl?
To be fair, I think I've told it poorly. The way that she said it was really good, but it was a voice note, so I can't replay it.
Okay. Right. Okay. No,
anyway, we can edit that one out.
That was good. Yes, you're quite right. It is a fail. Champagne on Christmas went awry. Quite right.
People are starving.
Thank you very much. Thank you to that who sent that in. And so we've got Simone, friend of the show, Hotel Simone, who has come in with her fail. Becoming accustomed to the luxury lifestyle I've created from working a soul-crushing job. Ooh. Quite heavy stuff. Just not quite ready to part with the $100 shampoo conditioner treatments and $200 fortnightly lash extensions and top-quality alcohol drinks at fancy rooftop bars to follow my dreams. See how we go next year. I've been saying that for 3 years now. But the thing is, though, Simone, if you enjoy that lifestyle and that job is allowing you to live that lifestyle, then what's the problem with that? I think that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, it's all suit yourself. If you've created that for yourself and you don't want to give it up, then don't give it up. It's okay. No one's judging you. If anything, your parents are probably very proud.
Exactly. So, and then we've got a couple other ones that are fails. So how about this one? Okay, this one, I've read this already. It's quite a topsy-turvy ride.
Okay.
My biggest fail win of 2021.
Fail win, okay.
After a few years of being single and sucking in relationships, in 2021, I thought I'd finally realise my worth and that I didn't need a committed relationship with a man in this moment of my life. Win! In the summer, I got into a situationship believing I was in control to later realise that it was abusive and toxic as hell. The guy was a jealous and possessive gaslighter who made me question myself once again. I don't want to name names, but his name was Tom Elwes. No,
I was about to say, did I send this in without realising?
So that's obviously sad. So what was supposed to be a summer fling turned out to trigger my mental health badly, and now I have to go to the therapist, but there's none available. Big fail, in brackets.
Boo, yeah.
On a positive note, this year I also successfully completed a master's degree, found this podcast, and I'm about to attend 2 job interviews on the same day tomorrow. Win, I suppose. I think the I suppose bit is the podcast bit. So wish me luck. I wish you guys all the best for the coming year and can't wait for another year of AIDIF Pod. And that is from Ilaria.
Oh, that's very sweet.
So thank you very much. But if you could stick to just fails next time, what was that about? The rest of that was about.
With regards to the gaslighting and he's an arsehole, well, you're shot of him, so that's the main important.
It's not agony uncle anymore, Tom. How many beers have you had?
No, but it's a yearly fail. It's your worst fail, you know?
Yeah, true enough. You're rid of him and better for it, Ilaria, and you can do much better than him, so fuck that guy. And next one, this is from Muriel. My biggest fail of 2021 happened this morning. Some days ago, I had to fill a form for a refund, including my bank details. And today, I sent 20 plus CVs and attached this form instead of my CV. Hope companies see how desperate I am and deposit some money in my bank account.
Oh.
So she sent her bank account value
I have £0
to a load of companies that she wants to work for.
That's funny.
Very good, very good.
They won't have seen that, though. I guarantee you no one else would have done that, so that should be in your favour.
Yeah, true, exactly. She'll be known as not good at admin. So that's not... not good attention to detail.
I want to whip through mine pretty quickly, but
go for it.
I've got, starting us off, my GCSEs, so...
That's our listenership. Well, that's your following.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Sorry to hear about that. Learning to drive, rolling down a large hill as I stalled, not my finest moment.
Okay.
Posting a private message on my stories. I don't know how you've done that.
But that's for close friends, I think. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah. Well, yeah, how have you done that then, accidentally?
I don't believe you've done that accidentally.
I guess maybe they were doing it on close friends, maybe, and they did it on public.
Gaining even more weight, not losing some.
Good. You're in the mass part of the diet, mate. Yeah. Just acquiring mass.
Not getting married again.
Same here.
Yep, that's all of us.
That's a win, isn't it?
Yeah, getting blackout in Mykonos.
That's from you.
Yeah.
Show them the missus. That sounds like a legend.
Yeah, and that's it really. That's basically all I've got. What my girlfriends have said. Her birth control, and that's it. That's genuinely did write that in. If you want to see that,
it's Tom's. So
Thank
Tom's child is coming into this world with already knowing she is a mistake. So anyway, I've got similar. I've got A levels, so slightly older demographic.
Whatever.
But I'm sure.
The person messaging could have been taking them late. So
yeah, exactly.
Still a nonce, but just a little bit older. That's all I'm getting.
That's you're describing the difference between me and Tom.
Yeah.
Not the first time.
And then what's Tom like? Well, he's still a nonce, but he's a little bit older. Okay, so we've got 3 from Charlotte, who's friend of the show. One after
3 fails. Okay.
One or the other. We'll start with the littlest one. Leeds lost 7-0 to City.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Every time I drank red wine, I've spilled it over someone and they've been unhappy.
I can agree with that. That would be annoying.
And then finally, got dumped because I had COVID. Is that a fail? Is he the fail? Is COVID the fail? Who knows?
You got dumped because you've got COVID.
Such a good reason to dump someone.
Yeah.
I think we should socially distance forever. If that's okay.
Well, it depends what she was doing with the COVID. Maybe she was like coming around and being like, I'm going to cough in your mum's face.
Yes.
In which case I'd dump her.
Yeah.
What, would you not? If they're threatening to come around?
I mean, if they said that, then I would dump
cough in your mother's...
Okay. A coughin. I'm going to come around there and cough in your mum's face.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't like my mum, so fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Surviving it and attempting to have a relationship. That's from Lee. Thank you very much for messaging in.
Okay.
But also surviving it is a fail. So...
Surviving it.
Okay.
Interesting.
Right. Got a tad tipsy and tried to call the police using my lipstick by taking the lid on and off.
Good.
It's quite funny.
That's funny.
I don't know why you're calling the police because you're tipsy.
Sorry, do you remember the LG lipstick phone from back in the day?
No.
Do you not? I wish we had Google. There was a phone that came out in about 2009 and LG released it and it was like a very thin stick of a phone. Everyone called it the lipstick phone.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe she just thought she was in 2009 trying to whip out the lipstick LG phone.
You often drink and think you're in 2009, don't you?
I dream.
Have you got any kooks, mate?
Yeah. Sorry.
Let's get Two Door Cinema Club on.
Bangers.
Yeah, they are bangers in fairness. This one, shagging an investment banker. He said that his main goal in life was to become a billionaire. I thought he was a lefty. Lol.
I mean...
Nothing wrong with shagging a successful bloke, mate.
I'm sorry. I mean, if she didn't meet him, if she met him on Hinge, his profile would have been awful. She would have known.
Yeah. And yeah, in the suit.
Yeah.
I've told you already on this podcast, haven't I, that some dude on Hinge is using my video in his Hinge profile.
Yeah. The clapping thing.
That's mad, isn't it? Unironically using my video Hinge profile. Harry, I'm on to you. Of course it's Harry. It's Harry. It's his name. Bloody Harry. Nemesis. If you see him, if you date him, record it and send it into the show.
Yeah.
Burnt a pizza, so ordered Domino's. Then I dropped the Domino's, which is it's not ideal. And let's just round off the whole. Well, actually, we've got one more that Phoebe is going to tell us, but let's round off this section with the. Oh, hang on, I can't get it. Well, I'm so sorry. Hang on. Where is it? Why is it not coming up? Oh no, I can't get. Some people sent in some fails to the AIDIF pod, but for some reason, I've got it. Okay, good. So, well, these are from Vittoria. So we're back to Vittoria here
again
from the last episode. When I was a kid, we spent Christmas on my aunt's, and I would sleep over. My cousin. Oh no, this is the Christmas one. This is okay. Well, this is a bit of fail on my part. That's why I wasn't working. Right. Okay, we are at the right place here. Okay, so Roxana, friend of the show, who has come down to Vauxhall Comedy Club. Do you know what her fail is? Mm-hmm. I'm going to read this verbatim. Allowing you guys into my life, you've ruined me.
What? Roxana?
That was going to be my fail of the year, to be fair.
We love Roxana.
Oh, women are so mean.
Cruel.
They're also really nice.
So cruel.
Do nice things, say mean things.
What a conundrum.
Yeah. But this is from Vittoria. Back to Vittoria. Go out with a guy that works with my father. At least nothing happened.
Ooh.
Works with her dad as well, so I'm assuming maybe a bit older. And then finally, well, this is Karis, the same person who dated the investment banker, constantly preaching to my friends about COVID being a little super spreader at Euros final.
Shit. So
but everyone was out at Euros final.
Yeah, you didn't know. It was back then.
Yeah, exactly.
World, mate.
I was always, if I'd have been invited somewhere, I would have gone. But yeah, so to round off the year of 2021 for FailMail, we've got Phoebe, with producer Phoebe, PP.
Ultimate fail. Here we go.
Her friend's giving her.
Yeah, I've got a couple.
And then we'll quickly do our fails if we've got time.
Someone said, I'm a kids entertainer and was doing a party over Zoom and was explaining how to play musical statues. I do a couple of these a day, so I ended up having a script that just rolls off the tongue. I asked all the kids to give me a big thumbs up if they understood the rules. They could not. The party was for a class of amputee children.
Oh, fucking hell.
She could have given them a hand.
Yeah.
I spoke to her afterwards. She said that she went and screamed into the sofa pillows for hours afterwards.
Oh.
And another one of my friends sent me a fail saying that recently she had a guy over to her flat.
Legend.
She's just recently bought her own flat with her own dog. I know, she's doing very well.
She bought it just with a dog?
Just with a dog.
Did it come with it?
Dog for the flat?
The dog came first, the flat came second.
Where's the flat? Where's she? What does she do?
I'm not going to...
We need background context.
I don't need to divulge.
We'll post her home address on the...
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll tag it, location, everything.
Yeah,
so she had this guy come round and they were getting acquainted, she said, on the sofa.
That means they're holding hands.
And they weren't doing too much. It wasn't full blown yet, but...
No, I know.
Her dog started humping his arm.
Oh.
Apparently he took it like a champ, she said, and he stayed over.
Fair.
Still.
And they shagged the dog.
I know. I called the RSPCA after.
Earlier in the year, some listeners may remember we had someone message in about their cat was having the rumpy pumpy with a boy, and he was on top, and then the cat came behind and just started licking his bum, and he just let him do it.
Yeah, so it's the hardest he's come in his whole life.
Yeah.
And I have one more, if there's time.
Yeah.
My friend, it's a bit of an awkward situation because she was with this guy for a little while, and they were living together, but now they're not together anymore, but she's still got the flat. And she's also got his car, and there was a present in there from last year that she hadn't opened. She didn't want to open. It was in his car, and she just... Anyway, recently she opened it, and it was a kinky, like, dog collar set.
Oh, bloody hell.
But he's never said anything about it since, and she doesn't know what to do. And she was thinking, should she wrap it up and give it back to him for his Christmas present this year?
Yeah.
Sort of a reverse kind of. I like it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I mean,
is that what you guys think she should do?
How funny is that? But we've had this on this show before, where I told you the story about that married couple who have a 2-year-old child, a 3-year-old child as well at Christmas, and the husband and the wife haven't had sex for a while, and the husband just put under the tree a huge pegging dildo, a strap on, and then she opened it thinking it was like a box of chocolate. I don't know what, like just, and she opened it in front of the child. Was like there. The child was busy with his present, but like behind the kid, just like opening like you would anything. Oh, thank you, darling. And then suddenly there was this big dildo, this big strap on, and then she just quickly threw it under the couch. But then they've never spoken about it since. So there's something to be said for good British stiff upper lip. Bury your feelings. Don't talk about it. Just put it in a drawer.
He'd bought this present before when they were together, I think, and wrapped it up and left it in his car. So she'd always wondered what it was, if it was even for her, like what it was. And then she took his car afterwards.
Mate.
So now she's got the car. Now she's unwrapped the present finally. It took her months to unwrap it. To, like,
she
bring up the
GTA'd him as well. She took the car from him.
Pretty savage.
No, there was the car saga is another thing. But anyway, yeah. And then now she doesn't know, like, was it even for her? Should she give it back? Is it to keep?
Yeah, I
what do
mean,
you reckon
maybe
she should do
confront, just be like, call him, be like, hey, I found this thing in your car, and then just talk about it on the phone, I'd say.
But he's apparently got her a Christmas present, and I don't know if she's got him one, so I think it's a good idea to give it back for Christmas. In a way, but then also you might want to keep it.
That's weird. It feels like you're playing some mind games, I think, if you give it back for Christmas.
Anyway, that was my fails of the year. Thank you, guys.
Kinky dog collar. Dog set. Dog's lead as well, I assume. What else is in the set? The bowl, maybe? Anyway, we'll do that next. That'll be next year's sponsored AIDIF Kinky dog collar bowl lead set. I've already got a message about that from Ian Elwes. Loving this episode. So I don't know how much time we got left, but quickly, guys, have we got any fails of the year? My fail would probably be England losing the Euros. I was a bit upset.
Felt like you were a part of that and really impacted the result.
I should have stepped up for one of those penalties.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
But I'm trying to think of what else. I've had numerous drunken nights where I've been a fucking idiot. I've not done anything, I think, that is that funny and embarrassing.
My fail is not making enough content for you guys. That's my big fail.
No, you're all right. Well, my fail is, despite being a huge name now on the streets of London and getting lots of followers and people saying, yeah, you're the funniest guy on the internet, whatever, get over it. But all that stuff, you know, I don't say, these are not my words, these are the words of trusted.
Any your mum and no one else.
Yeah, of people I paid to say them. Yeah. But still not having any interest from any agents ever. No interest at all, zero. So thank you, comedy industry. And I'm starting a new podcast next year. It's called Straight, White, and That's All Right. And you'll hear the truth for a change.
Cancel this is what it's going to be called. Cancel this.
And it'll be a podcast separate to mine and Tom's new segment on GB News, which is That's Not Racist, which is called that. Phoebe, have you got any fails of the year?
I had a New Year's resolution this year is to get my bum back, and I didn't achieve that. I didn't do a lot to try and achieve it, but next year, that's my fail, but I'm going to work on it for next year. You can all join us in the new year when we're doing our dry January.
Yes, that's what we're doing. We're doing dry January in January, funny enough. And also just saying that as well, if you do see Phoebe's bum anywhere, then do send it back.
Please. And my furry hat. And my furry hat.
Now. We should do them.
Oh, no.
Come on, let's do it.
We'll have to do it afterwards.
We'll have to do them
Surely
now.
we do it first time back.
Really?
All right, we'll do it now. Don't do it on the YouTube. We'll do it on the picture.
Okay.
We'll post it on our Instagram or whatever, and we'll get that out.
I'm gonna do it. Will Smith is the worst shape.
Yeah. When you're still looking all right, that's what I'm gonna say. So New Year's resolution.
Flexing.
Yeah. And it's all edited and filtered. So New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution is after dry January, because I'm gonna need some treats. I'm gonna do 2 days vegetarian a week.
Woo!
I'm gonna maybe one day be vegan like Phoebe, and Tom, do you have a New Year's resolution?
Mine will be, for the first time ever, to stick to a strict work schedule. I'm going to do that. I've decided. I've looked into it quite extensively. I bought a whiteboard. I bought the segmented hours of a day up over a week, and I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to do my very, very best to stick to it, because I've never had that in my life ever. Working freelance, I've always just been like, oh, I've got to do something, I'll just do it. But for the first time ever, I'm going to do my best to stick to a schedule.
There we go. So Tom's going to try and work.
Yeah. For the first time in his entire life.
First time. Can he do it? But well done. And Phoebe, so you're getting a booty. And is there anything else that you think that might be, or is that's your New Year's resolution?
That's what I'm going to share on the pod, yeah.
Okay, your bum. Only sharing my bum.
Only sharing my body parts.
But we just want to say, from all the AIDIF family here, thank you very much.
We love you.
For listening to us. Well, not that far, but we
well, I love you. He might not, but whatever.
This is what Tom's like Jeremy from Peep Show. He just says love you so he can try and get off with someone. I think I love you. What's your name?
You're the one. She's the one.
Yeah. Like, is your friend coming as well? Like,
she could also be potentially the one.
Yeah. But thank you very much. I mean, 2021, realistically, had its ups and it had its downs. But
it's been a roller coaster.
We've been here, you've been here, and it's been a pleasure to chat to you during this time. So thank you so much for listening to us for another year. Really appreciate it. And to many disbelievers, to critics, to podcast producers, unfortunately, we will be back.
Yeah.
We will be back next year.
And also many people have said, oh, you guys, you won't continue if this pandemic gets any worse. Surely you'll just give it a little bit of a break, you know? You're wrong.
Nah.
You are wrong.
Nah. And to all the people who come up to me and say, do you still do a podcast? I say yes. I say yes, it's going very well, actually.
Really?
I haven't seen anywhere. I haven't had anybody recommend it to me. Well, it's not about recommendations. It's about the streets, and the streets don't talk, yeah?
The streets talk, and then they whisper, and they go, AIDIF.
Yeah. We don't have snitches listen to this pod, yeah? Just straight up gangsters. Yeah. So thank you very much for listening to us for another episode.
And if you do want to give us a birthday present this year.
Oh, yeah.
A birthday present. A Christmas present. I say birthday because, I consider myself Jesus and Christmas is my birthday.
Because he's wearing the cross.
Yeah. You recommend it to a friend. There you go.
I thought you were going to say donate to the Patreon.
And that as well.
Patreon.com/AIDIFpod. If you're feeling generous this Crimbo, Patreon.com/AIDIFpod. You can donate and you get an extra episode every week. We'll pick this up in the new year. We might, it depends on when we can be back in this studio, but we might have to record remotely. But it won't be, so there'll be definitely a week off. There'll be definitely at least 1 week off.
Thank God, many of you are saying, thank God. They've taken a week. And then we might be back the week after. We might be back the week after next. But January, we'll be doing Dry January. So we will go through that together. And if you want to join us, you're more than welcome. So, for the last time in 2021, thank you very much for listening. I've been Ali. This has been Tom. Thank you very much. Good night.
And this has been producer Phoebe.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Look after yourself. Merry Christmas. Take care.